everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy April 3rd, I believe it is. I'm very bad with dates. This whole quarantine has me kind of not aware of what day it is. It's because everything's been so jumbled together. But I know it's April, so happy April, happy spring. I hope you all are doing really well during this whole quarantine and are still working out and getting your meals in. Today, I am finally going to answer your questions that you sent me a few weeks ago. Originally, I planned on doing this a little bit later in the month, but because we're quarantined and we're all stuck at home, I figured now's as good of a time as ever. So, I got my hot chocolate, I got your questions. Let's get started. When is my birthday? May 28th. I will let you guys guess the age. I'm not disclosing that. But May 28th is my birthday, and I'm really hoping I'll be able to enjoy it and not be stuck at home for it. How did I get injured? Okay, so this question is a little vague just because I've had so many injuries, so I guess I'll just tell you how I got most of my injuries. The first one I ever got that was actually pretty severe was I was 13 years old and I ended up fracturing my lower back. We were doing a bar release drill at the gym, and one of the things we had to do was we were on a tumble track, which if you're not sure what that is, basically it's a really long trampoline, but it's not super bouncy like an outdoor trampoline. It's meant to actually like practice tumbling before you actually go to the floor. And basically what we had to do was we had two mats and we took the low bar off of our uneven bars and put it on top of the mats where like the edges. You had to face away from the mats themselves, jump, and then like you would like grab the bar, like you were kind of like going behind you, and you wanted to hit the handstand with your hands on the bar, and then you would just like fall on your stomach on the mat. So what happened was I didn't stay tight in my handstand and I kind of like rolled over top of myself, but it never hurt. I went the rest of the 3 hours for practice. I didn't have any kind of issues. Like I was still doing everything I could have. And then the next day I could not get out of bed. I physically could not move. So we knew something was wrong, and lo and behold, I ended up fracturing my back. So that was definitely by far my worst injury. But I also had a very deep sprain in my ankle, and that happened, I think I was 15 or 16. And I just jumped off the beam after doing my routine. I didn't dismount because we had girls vaulting down the runway, and that's where we would put the crash mat at. So I jumped off the beam and it literally just got stuck in between mats and rolled. And I thought it broke it, but thankfully I didn't. I also had a pretty serious knee injury where I just hyperextended it. It was like a freak accident. But right now the injury I'm battling is a right pectoral injury. I have no idea what I did. I still don't know what I did. But I have like a bump like right where like my sternum is, kind of like going down a little bit towards like my rib cage. Like it seriously just kind of like hugs my chest. And I know it's muscle, it feels like muscle, it pulls like muscle. I did a chest workout to confirm it was muscle, which probably wasn't the best thing I could have done. But I am still in the process of letting that heal. It's been 1 month exactly yesterday since I did that. So I'm still in recovery. I was really hoping that it was only going to take a couple weeks for it to completely heal, but it seems to be taking longer, and it could actually take another 5 months at the minimum before it would heal completely. So I don't know what I did. I have no idea, but it sucks. I really want to do upper body like terribly because I can see myself like missing, or not missing, but like losing some like muscle mass, especially in my arms and my back. And I'm just like I should be cut now. Like this is like where my cut should have ended, and I can't do it. I can't do any upper body. I can't do any core. I am still very limited to only cardio and some legs, but I can't even do all legs because I can't hold weight. Like, I physically am not allowed to hold a dumbbell. I can't use any kind of long band to do like hamstrings or like deadlifts. Like, I am very limited and it really stinks. So that's basically like my major injuries. I've had like stupid stuff in the past, but surprisingly I have never actually broken a bone, you know, knock on wood. I'll take that as a very big success. As I get like Ready Whip all over my face. How do you balance fiction writing with vlogging and social media? I actually don't know if I have a good answer for that. So thankfully, what I do, I am able to stay at home and kind of like make my own schedules. So if I'm not working my full-time job, I can do, like, I can sit and write some of my books, or I can sit here like I am now and make YouTube videos, or work out, or go to the gym, play on social media. I'm very active on Instagram. I think basically what it comes down to is I wake up at like 4:30 and I'll do 2 hours of my full-time job. And then I'll go and hit a little bit of cardio. I'll come back and I'll work some more of my full-time job. Like, I'll work the remaining 6 hours, just knock them out. After that, I'll play on social media. So like, I'll play on Instagram. I'll be very active on Instagram and talk to you, answer questions, interact with you. And then depending on my mood, like if I'm gonna write, I need to really have like a creative mindset at the time. I can't just sit down every day and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. If I don't know what direction I want to take my story in, I kind of have like a little bit of a writer's block. But I also do a complete outline of all the chapters and what the plot's going to be before I even begin writing, just so I at least have like a little bit of guidance. So I don't know, like I don't really have like a balance between it. It's just more so what kind of mood am I going to be in. I mean, honestly, my whole life revolves around fitness, so that's basically what I spend the majority of my time doing. Writing my books is just more of like a hobby per se. So I don't really, I mean, I put effort into it obviously because I do want my books to sell and I do want young readers to enjoy the stories. But I'm also not one of those people who sits down every day and thinks about my books constantly, or, you know, like writes for hours on end. You know, it just kind of just depends. I don't know if that actually answered your question, so I apologize if it didn't, but I don't really know, like I don't actually have like a simple answer for that, I guess, if that's what you were looking for, so I apologize. Do I have a strategy for affiliate marketing that I care to share? The companies that I'm affiliated with, we all know I work with Ideal Fit. That is definitely like my go-to. This is who I am mostly affiliated with. You know, they're the ones who gave me my big break. They're the ones who have helped me this far on my journey. My biggest strategy for like marketing Ideal Fit is that I love their products. I use their products. What I tell you in the reviews and you know, how I feel about their protein. I actually put protein in my hot chocolate. There's French vanilla protein in here. You know, like I really feel like if I know what your products are and I've used your products in the past and I really enjoyed them, it makes it a whole lot easier to sell because I'm being 100% truthful with all of you. And I think that really shows whenever I talk about Ideal Fit on here or on social media, on Instagram. You know, I just really feel like if I can be authentic with you, then I feel like it's a lot easier to market the product because I don't have to try so hard. Like it's natural just because I use it. I know how it makes me feel. I know what flavors I like, what flavors I dislike. I know what I like about the texture, their clothing, their accessories. I mean, basically name it, I've used it. And if I didn't like something, you know, like I'll tell you I don't like it. But so far, and I'm being 100% honest with you, there has not been one thing from Ideal Fit that I have not actually enjoyed. That's a lie. I don't like the regular pre-workout. I have to use the stem-free just because I don't like something that actually makes my heart race without my doing so. So I don't like the regular pre-workout. I like the stem-free pre-workout. I think it's so much better. But other than that, I am affiliated with 5% Nutrition. I kind of reached out to them more so just because I really like their clothes. And I really wish they had more women's apparel. But I know after Rich Piana's death, it kind of... Not that the company was left without guidance. I just feel like the way they are running things is the way that Rich Piana wouldn't run things. But Andy loves the protein and the branched chain amino acids. Like, he loves the supplements from 5%. So it's more so for him. But Ideal Fit and just any other company that I might be affiliated with in the future. You know, like if I like their products, I'm going to tell you about them and be completely honest with it. And if you ever see me actually affiliated with a company, just know that it is something that I have tried and I love it. So I want to share it with all of you. And same thing with FabFitFun. I love FabFitFun. I think their monthly subscription boxes are amazing. I love the products. And, you know, again, I will have all my affiliate links posted below in the description for you if you are interested, along with any kind of discount code that may be associated with it. So basically, that's my strategy. If I like it, I'll sell it. If I don't, you'll never see me selling a product that I myself have not tried or used or enjoyed. Are you affiliated with Gymshark? If not, you should be. I am not affiliated with Gymshark, as I wear one of their mesh tank tops. I'm not affiliated with Gymshark. I love Gymshark products. Just for you telling me that I should be, you know, Ben, if you're watching this video, you know, hit me up because I would love to be a Gymshark athlete. But I'm not affiliated with them, at least not at this time. I don't know if I ever will be. If I do, great. If not, great. But I do love their products. I do love their clothing. And it would be really cool to be a Gymshark athlete, not gonna lie. Especially because some of the athletes that I do look up to, like Nikki or Whitney Simmons, you know, they are affiliated with Gymshark. And it would just be like really cool just to, I guess, like be on their level. But I know I have a long way to go before I even come close to scratching that surface. But it can happen. Okay. Not a question, but I miss your upper body workouts. Get well soon. Oh, thank you. Believe me, I miss doing upper body. I miss sharing upper body with you, especially because upper body is my favorite to work. I'd much rather work upper body than legs and cardio, believe me. But, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I just have to give myself time to heal. I'm really trying to be patient with this whole process, but just know that deep down, it really is killing me not being able to share upper body workouts with all of you. Do you know Susie? I actually do not know Susie personally. I have never met her. I do love her products, which you have seen in many videos, I'm sure, and just all over on Instagram. But I do really like Susie's products. I love her glute bands. I love her designs. I love the long bands. I used her ankle straps and I absolutely love them. There really isn't one thing from her that I did not enjoy. I don't own any of her clothing. I know she just started releasing some of that, so I can't wait to see what that has in store for her. We do occasionally talk on Instagram, but I wouldn't say we're friends. You know, it's not like we really like share personal information or, you know, like really talk every day, like have like in-depth conversations, but we kind of like support each other per se. And it's just like really cool because she's like one of the female athletes that I admire the most. So for us to talk like weekly, bi-weekly, depending on what's going on, you know, like what it is that we're sharing, it's kind of cool. But no, I actually don't know Susie. Am I going to have a challenge this year? Yes. I have been working on a summer challenge for all of you. I don't know how I'm really going to do it. I know I like doing challenges with you. I like setting up the exercises and the repetitions and how we do them. And I really like doing it kind of like side by side with you, because if I'm doing it, you can do it. I'm not going to have you do something that I wouldn't do. But because I am still so limited on exercises, chances are I will not be able to do my challenge with all of you. But the exercises that I am going to put together and the daily routines that I am going to put together are things that, if I was 100% healthy, I would be doing this with all of you. So chances are I will only be doing the cardio, the HIIT, and the leg exercises for the challenge. But I do have it coming. I don't actually have like a start date yet, but I am working on that. So if you follow me on Instagram, chances are that's going to be the first place you're going to hear about it. If not, follow me at nmwilliams101417, and you'll know as soon as it comes out, I promise. How have you been coping with quarantine? You know, honestly, like nothing has really changed that much for me. I have really turned into a homebody the last few years, so unless I'm actually going and visiting my family or going to the gym, I don't get out much. Or shopping. I will go shopping occasionally and like get my nails done, which are very overdue. But I really haven't. I'm like getting Cool Whip all over my face. I actually haven't gone out. It's because everything's been closed. Like I'll go grocery shopping. But a lot of my social interaction has been through social media or FaceTiming my family and friends. And just kind of like hanging out at the house. You know, like normally Andy and I don't really go out to eat or really go anywhere. Like we have date nights, but they're maybe like once a month, once every 2 months. You know, it's not something that we actually like go and do like all the time. So that really hasn't changed. I always cook still, so I'm still cooking home. The only thing that I can say that's really changed with this whole quarantine is my gym being closed. So I just haven't gone to the gym, but I still am getting workouts in at home. I actually just redid one of the bedrooms that we have, so I'm kind of gonna turn that into like a little fitness area, but it's not gonna be like a home gym. It's just gonna be more so, this is where I can do like the majority of my home exercises. The only thing that I won't be doing in that room is occasionally, you know, again, this is whenever I'm completely healthy because I can't right now, but Andy and I will actually kind of like spar each other and like fight each other. So we need a lot of room for that, so that's still probably going to be downstairs. But I think I have it in that bedroom where I should be able to get my tripod in there and actually like go through my workouts. And the funny thing is that's actually my walk-in closet, so I'm sure you're going to see like a lot of shoes and clothes maybe in the background. But it is what it is. At least it's, you know, functional. How do you feel about the Olympics getting moved to 2021? I knew it was coming. I kind of had that feeling just because of everything going on around the world. You know, countries don't want to send their athletes and, you know, like potentially risk putting them in danger. So on one hand, I do agree with the decision. I completely understand that. But at the same time, I know that there have already been a couple sports that were going through and already completed their Olympic trials. So for those athletes that have made the Olympic team, I do kind of like sympathize with them just because they've worked so hard to get where they are. And it's not necessarily that it was taken from them, but I know they were really looking forward to it. I was really looking forward to it. Being an ex-gymnast, I absolutely love the Summer Olympics. I love watching gymnastics. And for them to push it until next year, so it's now Tokyo 2021, which is just so weird to say, I really think that it is going to be a lot more beneficial than what it would be this year. But I also know, and it was actually my mom who made a good point about it, was how a lot of these athletes who are competing, or hopefully going to compete, are already in their prime. So I'm really hoping that those of them who really wanted to make the 2020 team can still stay healthy, can still stay strong, and make the Olympics 2021. So I guess overall, I'm okay with it. I accept it. But at first I really was devastated because I looked forward to the 2020 Olympics since 2016. I love the Olympics, but I get it at the same time. Okay, so last question for the night. What kind of makeup do I use? I actually kind of suck at being a girl. Like, I don't really use a lot of makeup. I don't use any kind of foundation or highlighter or whatever fancy stuff you guys use. But the products that I do use, I am obsessed with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I absolutely love that cosmetic brand, like more than anything. I love the eyeshadow palettes. I think I actually own like 6 of the palettes. I don't have the Prism, which I was really upset about, but I'm pretty sure I own like a good bit of the rest. The, shoot, I'm drawing a blank on the name now. That one that they just released, I think in February, where it was like the baby pink and it had like a bunch of the pink eyeshadows in it. Like, that's definitely my favorite one. I love that one, but I forget the name of it. But Anastasia Beverly Hills is definitely my go-to eyeshadow. I will occasionally use Urban Decay, but quality-wise and texture-wise, I think Anastasia Beverly Hills has that beat. It just kind of depends on what look I'm going for. Like, I do like the Urban Decay Smoky palette. I think Smoky 3 is the one that I have. I like the dark colors, especially if I want to give off more of like a fierce or like a dark persona. But those are the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I use the most, the eyeshadow brands I use the most. I just use CoverGirl eyeshadow, the not the pencil or the liquid one, but it's like the in-between where I think it's like a gel tip, maybe. Again, I really suck at this. I can't do my makeup to save my life. But I use that, and then I really do like the Unique liquid eyeliner, especially if I want to do like anything on my top lid. And I love the 4D mascara that Unique has too. And that's it. I don't really wear anything on my lips, so I'm not like a lipstick or a lip gloss person, but I do like Urban Decay. I love Heat. I love the Heat lipstick, and I'm so disappointed they discontinued it. But that's like my go-to if I were to ever put anything on my lips. I think I did for my wedding, and that was like the last time I wore lipstick. But other than that, I don't really think there's anything I use. Like, I don't use blush, I don't use foundation, I don't use highlighter, I don't use, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the stuff my sister uses. I don't do my eyebrows. I don't put anything on my eyebrows. To me, that's just kind of weird. Yeah, there's like nothing. Like, that's it. I just do stuff on my eyes and call it a day. I don't know. I never got into it. I think that's why I suck at makeup, because I just didn't care, like, all throughout like middle school and high school. Like, oh yeah, whatever. But yeah, that is basically it. So I think what I'm going to do is I will post links for the makeup palettes that I do use, and just like the different makeup brands that I do use. That way, if you are interested, you know, feel free, go check it out. I'm not affiliated with them. None of this is sponsored by them. This video, honestly, is not sponsored by anything. I know I dropped a lot of big name brands, but nothing, not sponsored, just answering your questions because I know you guys like to ask them. I like answering them. I really feel like if you follow somebody, you know, it's kind of cool to get to know them a little bit better and like actually like talk to them and feel like they want to talk to you. You know, they kind of like make it personal, and I think that's, well, you know, like that's what I try to do with all of you. You know, I don't want you to feel like intimidated or anything. It's like, seriously, like, you can talk to me. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll reply, I promise. But, oh, just kind of like a little bit of a disclosure too. I did have some questions. I'm not going to say the questions, but I did have some questions that I was going through before I did this video. And just kind of like for a future reference, I won't answer certain questions. So like anything inappropriate, flat out no. Like, I'm not going to talk about it. It's personal. Like, it's stuff that just kind of like stays here with me and my husband, and that's it. So nothing inappropriate. I will not talk politics. I could care less about politics. We all have opinions. Leave it at that. Of course, I have opinions about everything, but that's also partly why I don't share it. Like, I don't want to get into politics. Like, not me. No thanks. I'm fitness, lifestyle, and fun. Politics are not fun. And I will not talk about religion. I know my beliefs. I know my values. Nobody can persuade me one way. I can't persuade you guys another way. What you believe is what you believe. You know, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. You do you. You know, what you believe is what you believe. Not a big deal. But nothing inappropriate, no politics, no religion. I also will not talk money. I don't think it's anybody's business how much Andy or I make. You know, again, that's within us. That stays within us. And I think that is everything that I really see. I don't think there is anything else as far as some of the questions that I will not answer. So if you do ask those questions and you watch my videos, you know, like, please understand that it's not that I am choosing to ignore you. I just don't feel comfortable talking about some of that stuff. And I don't think it's appropriate for other people to know some of that stuff either. So just kind of like, again, for future reference, anything else, feel free, ask away. I will tell you anything. I will, you know, like, I'll talk about anything, but those are definitely the 4. I think there were 4. Like, basically, like the 4 major topics that I just stay away from. So, with that being said, I answered the questions that I had planned out for today. If your question was not asked, I will be doing 2 more of these videos. So there'll probably be another one around the end of summertime, and then I will do one for Vlogmas this year, which I already have started thinking about Vlogmas 2020, just because I had so much fun doing it for you last year. And I can't wait. It was so much fun. So I am going to do one for Vlogmas, and I will do one probably like halfway through the year. So, you know, if one of your questions wasn't answered and you really wanted it, you know, like, I will be doing 2 more of them. Keep an eye on my Instagram stories whenever it's getting close to me doing another question and answer video. I will post that, and then you can go ahead and send me your questions there. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do so. You can find my tag in the description. You can find it at the end of this video. My finger was out of the camera. And I think that's it. That's basically it. So, thank you for your questions. I really do enjoy answering them. Thank you for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing on my channel. I seriously love you guys so much. I really couldn't do any of this without your support, so just know every day I am forever grateful, and I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. I am really hoping that after this month I might be able to start doing a little bit more. I hope. Unfortunately, the cards are not in my hand, and I just have to kind of like just be patient and hope this passes soon, and then maybe I can go back to actually, you know, doing what I love. But until next time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media. I hope you all are staying safe and staying healthy during this very crazy time. And I hope you all have just a fantastic rest of your day.